we're back again with another video. We've got the funky shirt. We're in that. Oh, sorry. Didn't do mid-up button on, did I? It's a bit better, a bit more PG, you know. We're on that time of the rotation. Funky shirts out. Let's go. Shirts out, guns out, all that jazz, you know. So today we're going to be talking about how reading can improve your productivity. I've made a video before way back in the past when she didn't even know what she was doing. Do I know what I'm doing now? Probably not, but even less so then. But the reasons why you should read, and this is also a big one. So reading actually makes you more productive. And today I'm going to tell you how and why it's really beneficial for you. If you're new here, I'm Alice and I talk about books. Sometimes I do reviews, sometimes I do vlogs, sometimes I do videos like this. And yeah, you can stick me on in the background, you know, give me a little like if you fancy it. Give me a subscribe, come on, join in. The goal one day is to make a super nice safe space of a book club all together where you can read if you want. But also if you don't have time to read, you can just be filled in. Learn about the books and don't have to feel like you're under the pressure to read it all the time. Let's get cracking with the video. Let's see how much I waffle today. The first way in which reading can improve your productivity is it actually just improves your cognitive function. Reading gets the brain stimulated, gets it understanding better, and I feel like those comprehension skills are really important, especially when you are trying to achieve something. Problem solving and the ability to sort of sit down, think things through and compartmentalize is a really big skill. And I feel like you can gain this from reading, practicing reading and reading as a hobby. It also really helps with your focus and your concentration skills. So nowadays it's really easy to be distracted by social media, by things going on around us, social life, everything. But actually having focus and concentration is really important. Not only for social skills, making people feel like they're listened to or heard, vice versa, in a professional space, and also in your just daily life. It's really important to focus on things because sometimes when you don't give yourself full focus, accidents can happen. So I'm not saying that if you don't read, something bad will happen. That is not what I'm saying at all. All I'm saying is reading really helps you build the skills to be able to improve your focus and your concentration, which as a result can reduce things like accidents and problems through not paying attention. So, you know, why wouldn't you read? Question of the day. Now I'm actually going to steal this statistic from my boyfriend, but he actually taught me that the average human's attention span is something like 8 seconds, and it's a second less than a goldfish. That is what we have become in society, and this should not be the case. That's not a good way to stimulate your brain. You know, we want to be able to sit down and focus and concentrate on big tasks, listening to our friends, or anything along the lines that requires a lot of focus. It's a really important skill and we should not lose this. Reading 10 pages a day literally can help this. Reading 10 pages can literally take you less than a few minutes, maybe a little bit longer if you read at a slower pace. But honestly, that time each day that you could dedicate to reading, you can find it in there. 100% you can find it in your day. And it's really important because it's not only beneficial for these skills, but it's also beneficial for how you feel about yourself, your own mental well-being. Reading is such a good way to decrease stress. If you're feeling a lot of stress or feeling a lot of pressure, sitting down, reading a book can just really allow your body to take a moment to relax, replenish. And I get it. Sometimes life is hectic. Sometimes we don't have those moments to relax. But I promise you, reading 10 pages a day really can start to make a difference. I've noticed that since I've got back into reading over this last year and a half, if you want to find out about my little mini burnout in life, go watch that. Go find it on the channel. Honestly, I've noticed in myself since I've been reading more often how great I feel mentally and also genuinely. To be honest, disclaimer, I've never really been someone who's been addicted to TikTok. I've used TikTok, I've made videos on TikTok. If you want to go see them, why not? You'll have to find me first. Right, yeah, no, I'm joking. Let me know if you do want to see them. They're a bit random, but you know, hi-ho silver linings. I'm quite lucky that I've never really been someone that's addicted to it. I can see why it would be addicting, but I feel like since I've been reading, I barely go on it at all. And I don't know if that's partly because of traveling, but also I just think that when I have 10 minutes spare, I'd much rather sit down, pick up a book than go on my phone and scroll. Maybe that'd be helpful for you too, in terms of if you do have a TikTok addiction or social media addiction, every time you want to go pick up your phone and go onto Instagram or go onto TikTok, pick up your book instead and just spend 10 minutes or so reading and just see how it makes you feel. Because I don't know about you, social media is a very, very wild place, and sometimes I could go and it'll make me laugh and it'll be funny, and sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's kind of, you're mad at yourself after, you're like, why have I wasted this time? I would just say dedicate the time to reading instead. Now, I did a little bit of research on this. I definitely want to dive into it a bit more, so let's not take it word for word at the moment, but there is a study that is going on about how reading can improve your quality of sleep. So people that have introduced reading into their nightly routine are getting a better quality of sleep. Now, this is partly due to the routine. So when you start a routine, it allows your body to know what's coming next, know that it needs to prepare itself for bed. So when you do things that are out of the usual, for example, maybe you go to a party or something, you might feel yourself get a little bit tired, but you can last longer than if you were to just sit down in bed, because it doesn't know it needs to prepare yet. Reading is a really good thing to add to your night routine because it helps you relax. We were talking about de-stressing. As you read, it allows you to be sat down, breathing regularly, your heart rate slows down, and it allows you to actually get in a state where your body can prepare for sleep. Now, I actually noticed this, that when I haven't read before falling asleep, sometimes I find it a little bit more difficult to actually go off to sleep. I definitely will say that in my personal experience, I think that reading before bed does help. Disclaimer with this, obviously, if you're reading something that's really exciting and is going to keep you up, that could be a little bit of a problem. So sometimes I like to read a book that I maybe am a little less invested in, or is a little bit more light-hearted. For example, if you have something super intense with action and then you end up reading until 3 a.m. I know that's what some people say to me, but I think it's about picking what you read before bed. Sometimes it's good to read some non-fiction, not only because it'll put you to sleep, no, I'm joking, but because it's just something not too intense, but your brain's still learning something as you're falling asleep. For example, I'm reading Pride and Prejudice at the moment, and I would happily read that before bed because I know I can read a chapter, close my eyes and start winding down, and off I go to sleep. So, and I've been really good. I don't normally use my phone before bed. I only use it if I need to message someone something. Try to swap your screen time before bed for reading and see how it impacts your sleep. Let me know in the comments below. As I've spoke about before, it definitely improves your grammar and your communication skills. Reading, you learn so many new words, and also ways in which you can put these words together, string them together, and express your own thoughts and feelings. Reading has definitely improved the way I talk, improved the way I come across. I would say this one is a really big benefit, and that can also help you with your productivity because, for example, say you're a creative writer, it can give you a lot of inspiration in words, but also communicating is a really big part of being productive. If you need to get things done and you need other people to ensure that these things are done, communication is key. It's all just a big circle of productivity, isn't it? Just coming back to that last point, obviously the more sleep you get, the better quality sleep you get, the more productive you're going to be. The more rested your body, the more you're ready for the day. And then kind of similar to what we said before, going one further than the night routine, if you include reading as a daily habit, just in your whole general routine, maybe you read some when you're commuting, maybe you read some during the day or when you first wake up, and then some before you go to bed, it really just can improve your whole overall productivity. And again, this is not just the reading, this is also the concept of the routine. A routine can be really important for getting your body up, knowing what it's doing, where it needs to be, at what time. For example, I've been posting a video every day for the last couple of months, I want to say, and my body knows about this time, which is usually between 7 and 8 a.m. I sit down and I go in front of a camera, and now my body is getting used to that. I feel like I can talk better, I feel like I can express myself better through this routine. Now, when I add reading to that, it definitely helps me calm my mind, take a moment for myself, de-stress, and it really helps me improve. I like to read in the morning, I like to try to read in the day, and also before I go to bed. Obviously, I have a bit more time to dedicate to reading than somebody who works a 9 to 5, for example, but I do find that in general it does improve my whole productivity because it does make me ready for the day, and it does make me eager to work, eager to learn, eager to plan. I do genuinely think it's a fantastic hobby to have. Well, hopefully I've convinced you that reading should be your next hobby that you get into, or if you're already into it, let's go full force, improve that productivity, improve that lifestyle. Hope you learned something today. Let me know if you have any other benefits you've seen from reading, and we can talk about them. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. You already know. Have you subscribed? Thank you very much. Golly gosh, cool, my hair's a bit wild today, isn't it? And as always, until tomorrow, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. That was good vibes. I was feeling the vibes on that one, you know. Me and you, we vibe. My face is kind of like a weird colour today. Ready? Did you hear that? Oh, that's so mad. I think I need to go to a gyropractor. Oops. Bye.